Hey there everybody! Doing a new video tonight. I didn't think I would. I'm rip-roaring and ready to go with my L&M Turkish Blend cigarettes and Coca-Cola carbonated beverage drink. Got my corporate sponsorships ready and raring to go, and I'm ready to make a video. So, Gladiator2155 on YouTube, one of my subscribers, I guess, out of the very few that I have, and I greatly appreciate his subscription, wants to know where I want society to go in my lifetime, and where I think it will go in my lifetime. And those answers are very, very different. Now, Gladiator2155, you've got to remember that I am borderline nihilist. I hope that the world can be saved, and a small part of me believes that maybe it still can, but most of me thinks that it can't. But I do have genuine hopes, scratching the camera lens, a genuine hope that the world will be okay in the end, at least as far as humanity is concerned, because no matter what happens, the world's still gonna fucking be here, unless we develop some kind of earth-cracking, break apart, everything's gonna explode kind of thing, like the Death Star. So, as far as this is probably gonna be a two-part kind of video, if that makes any sense. Do part one, part two, just like the atheist response one. But so this first one will be where I want society to go in my lifetime. So where I want society to go, this is kind of what I imagine. Let me get my high fructose corn syrup beverage ready. You know. Oh, that cancer tastes so good, everybody. Oh, picture of health. Where I want society to go, not American society, but a global society. I want to make that clear. I don't have any nationalistic tendencies, far from it even. I hate most countries that are around the world. Most, mind you, most, not all. I want, if you've ever seen the Zeitgeist Amendment and then the second video is a follow-up, Zeitgeist Moving Forward, I think the Zeitgeist addendum, rather not amendment, addendum is more well put together. I prefer that video, but then again, it's saying something differently, so, I mean, not different, but I think you understand what I mean. It's kind of how it's, the first thing that I want to see is not all the countries of the world uniting, because that will never happen, but all, most if not all of the people of the world uniting together through things like the social network. As much as I hate the Zucker Beast and his mass amounts of power and wealth, you know, through Facebook, I do believe Facebook will have a role in the future. Look at the Egyptian Revolution, even though, you know, the Egyptian Revolution for me was very bittersweet, because while they were overthrowing a very obstinate, belligerent dictator from their power, chances are they're probably going to put a guy in power that's just as bad, if not worse. But I would like to see, you know, a kind of internet revolution kind of start to brew, where, you know, all the people of the world, thanks to translations and global connections. I mean, I've got some viewers. I mean, you have to remember, my head isn't big here. I know I have a very small, very, very insignificant fan base on YouTube, but I have a couple viewers who are, I know one of them is from Romania. I know, Gladiator, you're from Australia. I mean, you know, I've never met you people that see my videos, you know, that kind of thing going, where I have this global kind of revolution with people who have common goals but do not know each other, you know, that kind of, you know, with no kind of prejudgments, you know, but they know that they have a goal in common, they want to see it achieved. So that will kind of start to brew and fester, and, you know, and then once you get all the people of the world, and remind you, not countries, because that will never happen. All the countries of the world will never unite together in complete harmony. That's not going to happen. But the people, maybe. And so once you get that going, maybe then per the Zeitgeist Addendum, see currency and economics, I guess as we know and understand it, to be completely changed into something completely unrecognizable and something entirely different. That would start with the boycotting of money, where everyone in the world would take all their money and pour it out in front of their banks and investors and that kind of thing, saying, we need this in the system that we inhabit, but as far as a global standpoint, we do not need currency and money. It is a very foolish endeavor. It's an endeavor that's been going on for a long time. Ever since Nixon got rid of the gold standard, money has literally been nothing. Money has been equivalent to nothing. It is an imaginary number that we give power, simply by being the social and literary creatures that we are. We need something to have meaning in order for it to have a place in our world. And if money has no meaning, yet we still give it a place in our world, that's obviously all kinds of fucked up, and it is going to cause disasters, as it has already done. Oh, I saved it. Sweet. So if we get rid of money altogether, and now I used to consider myself kind of a democratic socialist, that I believed that economic socialism could be achieved not through a military struggle, achieved democratically, and that it could be done fairly and wisely. But then I understood that socialism is still based on money, and money is in itself inherently flawed. Ever since we got rid of the gold standard, and even before then, it was still causing a lot of problems, even though it was based on something substantial. It no longer is. It's all electronic now. And if you got rid of the internet and you got rid of electricity and all kinds of things, there will be no money. I'm not saying set off EMP bombs and stuff, and random YouTube prick causes EMP terrorism. That's not what I want. I want the discontinuation of money, I guess, because money is not a substantial thing. So let me get to my point. After you do that, then you get all the world into one kind of collective to build a technological, philosophical, creative human collective on Earth. And everybody's working towards only one goal, and that is the survival, not only the survival of the human race, but the flourishing of the human race, the growth of the human race. I would like to see the abandonment of religion. Now, I am an atheist, and I think that if anyone has any sense, no matter what they believe, they should at least be an agnostic, because to really put all of your faith and energy behind one thing, not that atheism is based on faith, but you understand what I mean, is kind of foolish to me to say there is absolutely no God when the very idea of atheism is based on the evidence lacking the existence of God. So I'm saying there could be a God, but I do not believe in one because there's no evidence. So my point is that I consider myself an atheist, but that does not mean I hate spirituality. I do not hate Christians. I do not hate Muslims. I do not hate Jews, Buddhists, whatever ism that you could throw at me. I do not hate it. I just find that it's very foolish and a waste of time. I do hate, however, religion. I think religion causes a lot of problems, especially structured religion, organized religion, whatever you want to call it. I think it causes a lot of major problems in the world. So you get rid of religion. Spirituality, I'm fine with it. I mean, that's just a part of who you are. You want to believe in a God, fine, but do not let it dictate your entire life as far as your interactions with other human beings go, because not everyone is going to agree with you. Not everyone is going to hold the same values as you. Another thing is, morality. I would like to see the abandonment of morality as we know it. And I know that sounds, get rid of morality, that sounds very hedonistic, for lack of a better term. I'm running out of time here. So let me wrap this up to say that, everyone working towards one goal, and that is the survival and flourishing of the human race. You still have art, you still have science, philosophy, whatever, education especially, but it's all centered towards humanity, secular humanism. That's what I want society to achieve in my life, even if I'm on my deathbed when this happens. That's where I want it to go. Part 2, where I think it will go.